I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero. This is something that came to me yesterday. I had an epiphany. And why this channel even exists, why there's a market, a demographic for this topic, for people to be so obsessed with this topic that I can say the same stuff over and over and people will keep coming back for it. It's because you haven't gotten over yourself yet. And I have. Nick, what are you talking about? What do you mean you've gotten over yourself? You're completely into yourself. Nick, you've made thousands of videos about hair loss. You're so into yourself, Nick. If anybody is not over themselves, it's you, Nick, says the insecure person without life experience who fails to recognize that this is a side hustle for me, that I'm averaging $500 a month from doing these videos. So actually for me, it's a matter of providing for my family, especially now that we know that I'm on furlough till July 1st, it appears. That much more of a reason to make these videos. But a person who is so into themselves can't grasp that. They can't grasp that the reason I start every video with I am the true alpha male is to trigger insecure people who have no sense of humor. Because if you have no sense of humor, you don't get that that's a joke. And it truly is that they don't get the joke, because when they leave the comment, they'll say, they'll always say, if he was the real alpha male, they never recognize that it's a joke. They have no sense of humor. They're so into themselves, they haven't got over themselves, they don't understand how the world actually works. And that's the case for a lot of you. That's my challenge for you. I mean, I'm being straight with you. Have you gotten over yourself? There's a good chance you haven't. When you get over yourself, you realize nobody cares about your hair. They care about you if you're doing something for them. And it's not that people don't like you, it's that they probably don't even notice you. What are you doing for other people? But when you are into yourself, that's what you focus on. Your own insecurities, which is arrogance if you ask me. We think of junior high, the kid that plays football and has all the great clothes, and oh yeah, he really thinks he's something. He's so full of himself, he's so conceited. What, because he's good looking, rich and popular, whatever? The same concept applies for people who are too into themselves. They're into their own insecurities, which is a weird reverse version of being arrogant and being so focused on yourself. You're so focused on yourself because you can't get over yourself. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm relevant. I turned 39 a week from today in real time. I've lived enough life, I understand. I was just talking to my wife about this last night, and that's kind of when I realized it. As I'm looking back on my 30s, this will be the last year of my 30s that I'm entering, is that one of the major character arcs for me in my 30s was, it was my 30s that I got over myself. In my 20s, I was still into myself enough. But in my 30s, I got over myself. I'd been married a couple of years, and being married will do that to you. That'll help you get over yourself. Because to carry on that marriage, you have to be focused on the other person more than yourself. At age 29 and a half, I became a parent for the first time. But most of my parents' experiencing is in my 30s. And then again, at 35, I became a parent again. So, being a parent is a big part of me in my 30s. And that's another thing that'll help you get over yourself. When you are married and you have 2 kids, you better believe you're very aware it's not about you. It is about other people. Your happiness is largely dancing around other people being happy. And what's left at the end of the day is you. But that's how a man should think. He's not thinking about himself. He's thinking others first. I'm over myself. And a lot of the character that I play in these videos, yes, it may come across as sarcastic, whatever. It's officially tongue-in-cheek. Let me give you an image here. See that? That's me preventing myself from laughing because I'm making people angry. I'm triggering people to give me thumbs down when I say, and I say, I am the true alpha male. That irritates insecure people who have no sense of humor, who are so focused on themselves that they feel the only way they can bring value to themselves is to put down other people. And I love doing those tests of the oh no videos because people don't get the joke. And what we're seeing is immature people who are not into themselves. I said it before my ageism video. I don't care how old you are. You could be a 15-year-old boy and I can think you're awesome because you've gotten over yourself. You realize the secret to life is serving other people, not yourself. But I've got guys in their late 20s, 30s that are basically heading down the path towards bald cells. That's what they're going to become if they don't get over themselves pretty quickly. And they still think it's about them. They still think that it's about their looks and their hair. And they're so insecure they think a woman will leave you if you go bald, when it's really about you emotionally supporting them. It's all about serving other people. And I think that's why, as a human being, aside from the exaggeration of a character that I play for these videos, I'm over myself. Lesson learned. You live through most of your 30s, you get it. It's not about you. It is about other people. So what do I really need? If everybody around me is happy, I've really got nothing to complain about, because ultimately my role in life is to serve other people, to help other people through it. And I've got enough life experience now where I can help people with their own insecurities, which, what do you think I'm doing here? Now, granted, maybe I can only help at best a third of my viewers because they're willing to realize you do have to get over yourself. People do judge you, but not on your looks. But that's what we're dealing with. And I think and that's why I'm bringing it up more often here too. What's really fascinating is when we attach age to that. When we have those hair loss defenders who typically are in their 30s or older, who are MGTOWs or they're bald cells in training, you don't want to be like them. You want to be the 15-year-old boy that watches my video that says, hey, Nick, you helped me out. You helped me realize the way the world actually works. I'm glad I learned this now. Instead of when I'm 30 and I'm a bald cell in training, I'm a MGTOW hair loss transplant defender. I've gotten over myself. Despite the character I play, remember that character is a reflection of you. You, the people who leave the thumbs down on the oh no videos. I'm reflecting you. So this hyped up, overly confident person that I play on here, the true alpha male, I'm reflecting your own insecurity, and you don't get that. The irony is lost on you because you have no sense of humor. So here's everyone's invitation to be a part of that third, that minority that actually gets it. The key is to get over yourself. Do you matter? Absolutely you matter. Why do you matter? Because you've got other people in your life, and they need your support. Your emotional support, your psychological support, your physical support, your financial support. They need your support. You gain value because of them. And ultimately, you'll feel better about yourself and more solid in your own identity when you make it about other people. It's not about you. It's about everybody else. That's what makes people like you and value you. Have you gotten over yourself? Are you willing to get over yourself? Yes, you matter. Yes, you matter. Yes, you matter. Your looks don't matter. Your hair doesn't matter. Other people matter. You matter when you matter to other people. Your comments are right here. And don't forget, get over yourself. It's not about you.